New information tonight about a shooting at a Pulaski County home, how police say they arrested the suspect in the case.
Police call it a minor accident, but find out why it still forced them to close a Lexington road for hours tonight.
It gives us parents a chance to plan more for the summer.
Should Fayette County schools start using a non-traditional snow day program? The school board and parents weighed in on the proposal tonight.
WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Good evening to you. A tragic night at a southern Kentucky lake. Investigators tell us a man drowned while swimming with a friend.
It happened not far from the spillway of Laurel Lake in Whitley County. Investigators say they found the man's body in the water within the last few hours. Our Garrett Weimer just talked to the county's emergency management director. He's in Whitley County with the breaking details.
As the weather gets warmer, this becomes a popular place to be, but on this night, it was a place of tragedy as investigators say a 21-year-old man drowned. Whitley County's emergency management director Danny Moses says the man was at the spillway with his wife and their young child. Moses says the man and a friend walked around the cove and then tried to swim back. The man didn't make it and his friend tried to help but couldn't save him. Investigators say they got some help finding his body from a rescue team out of Louisiana already in the area. They say crews found the man in an area 28 feet deep.
They had actually walked around the cove and decided not to walk back, to swim across, and they made it about halfway across when he went under. A friend tried to save him and wasn't able to. Moses says the takeaway in this is that the lake here is very deep in places, and even though you may not want to, he says really everyone needs to wear a life jacket. In Whitley County, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Garrett, thank you. And he mentioned the weather. As it does become warmer, more people will be out doing exactly what they were doing, being out in the water. It has been, up to this point, really a soggy May, but we finally have a chance to really dry out the next few days.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll have another day of sunshine and warm temperatures tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has your no-wait weather forecast.
Hey guys, the reason we're getting this nice weather of today and the weather coming tomorrow, this high pressure that is right on top of the area, it is a squeeze play of nice weather. What are we talking about by a squeeze play of nice weather? Well, we just happen to find ourselves on the good side of a couple of areas of low pressure. One to our east, that gave us the nasty weather late last week into the start of the weekend. Another out across the Plain States. So that puts Kentucky and much of the Ohio Valley in the line of fire for some more awesome weather. The flow becoming southwesterly. That is a much warmer flow that moves in for the day tomorrow. And eventually, as we get toward the middle of the week, the humidity is really going to increase across central and eastern Kentucky. Let's talk about a good-looking Tuesday forecast. Low 50s to start. Lunchtime thermometers into the mid-70s tomorrow. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow afternoon. It's upper 70s to low 80s across the entire area. As we go through tomorrow evening, temperatures only dropping into the low and mid-60s by the time we hit 10 or 11 o'clock. When I come back at 11:13, we have your holiday weekend forecast that includes a blast of summer air that is on the way. Wait until you see the new numbers that are in for that all-important Memorial Day weekend forecast, guys.
Thank you, Chris. New tonight, part of a road in Lexington has been closed for hours because of a gas leak. Lexington police say about 7 tonight, a car hit a gas meter on Old Frankfort Pike. No one was injured, but police say the car ended up wedged on the meter, and that caused gas to leak. Police have shut down Old Frankfort Pike between South Yarlington and Red Road. They say the gas must be turned off, the car removed, and the meter repaired before the road can reopen, and they're not sure how long that will take.
New tonight, a man accused of shooting his neighbor in Pulaski County is now in custody. The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says 47-year-old Dwayne Peters turned himself in late this afternoon. He's been charged with assault, evidence tampering, and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. Late last night, police say the victim, Harlan Richardson, went to Peters' home on Ringgold Road, and the two got into an argument. At some point, police say Peters shot Richardson and ran off. We obtained the 911 call Richardson made for help.
My neighbor shot me. His name's Dwayne Peters.
Here. Is the bullet in you?
The bullet's in me.
At last check, Richardson was listed in fair condition at UK Hospital. New tonight, 6 people have been charged in what police call a plot to smuggle drugs into the Wayne County Jail. All 6 have been charged with drug trafficking and engaging in organized crime. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office says after hearing about the plot, they worked with the jail to go undercover. They say investigators saw drugs were being dropped off to a Wayne County work release inmate at the Wayne County Senior Citizens Building. Deputies say they stopped the inmate before he could smuggle the drugs into the jail. They say all 6 people charged were involved in the plot.
We have an update tonight on the survivors of a crash that killed 4 members of one Lexington family. Police say Israel Avalar and his sons Kevin, Daniel, and Matthew all died in that crash Saturday in Texas. His wife Hilda, his daughter Kimberly, and another family member survived. Another daughter, 21-year-old Bibian Avalar, was not with her family at the time of the crash. She says today she saw her mother for the first time since the crash.
She recognized me and knew that I was there, and she's just in a lot of pain, I think, right now, and, a lot of medications that they've had her on, and she's trying to take everything in, I think.
She also said Kimberly is doing better, and they plan to take her off a ventilator soon. Family members say friends at their church in Lexington are helping them get through this tragic time. Israel Avalar started Temple Baptist Church about a year ago, but the family attended Clays Mill Road Baptist for many years. New tonight, state police are investigating a deadly crash in Lincoln County. They say it happened about 8:30 Saturday morning on Highway 39 South near Crab Orchard. Police say 28-year-old Derek Smith lost control of his SUV and hit a tree. They say his passenger, 33-year-old Lindsay Moore of Lancaster, died at the scene. Police say Smith was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
New tonight, Toyota is recalling more than 1 million vehicles to replace front passenger airbag inflators made by Takata. Toyota says those inflators could be faulty. The recall includes Toyota, Scion, and Lexus models from the 2006 through 2011 model years. If your car is affected, you'll receive a letter in the mail. Investigators say Takata airbags can deploy with too much force and spew shrapnel. They've been blamed on 11 deaths. 17 automakers, including Toyota, have recalled more than 35 million cars because of the airbags. Well, they have become more popular in recent years. Many Kentucky school districts are using non-traditional snow days to avoid adding makeup days at the end of the school year.
And now Fayette County may become the next school district to use them. But what do parents think? Monique Blair has the story new at 11.
To many students, the words snow day usually means an abundance of happiness, until that is this time of year.
We would be out of school right now if we didn't have any snow days.
But now the district is moving forward with the process of implementing a non-traditional instruction program, which means on days where the schools must close for, say, inclement weather or an emergency, students can learn from home for up to 10 days, and in turn, they won't have to add school days to the end of the year.
It seems like every year we go further and further into the summer, which leaves them less break time, and everybody needs a break.
Non-traditional instruction means students would learn by way of digital resources and instructional packets from home.
You would be caught up on all your learnings.
More than 40 of Kentucky's 173 school districts participated in this program this past school year, including many in Jessamine, Madison, and Woodford counties. Fayette County School Board members said Monday night they still want to explore this way of learning. Some members voicing concern about the students who don't have internet access at home, or how teachers will monitor student participation and evidence of learning on non-traditional instruction days. Some parents I talked to also had similar concerns.
I'm very strong in believing that they need to have structure, they need to have someone help them. And I've just seen too many situations where kids at home don't have anybody to help them, and they just do it any way they want to, so they get it turned in.
In Fayette County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
Tonight, the Fayette County School Board approved a motion to apply for the Kentucky Department of Education's non-traditional instruction program. But the board said the program would not start in Fayette County until the 2017-2018 school year at the earliest. New tonight, the Downtown Lexington Corporation is looking for a new place to launch the city's 4th of July fireworks. For years, the city's fireworks have been launched from property owned by the R.J. Corman Company on Main Street. But the company doesn't want that site used for fireworks this year. Leaders of the Downtown Lexington Corporation say they're now looking for a new site that has at least a 600-foot clearance zone. or they may use a smaller site and reduce the size of the fireworks show. But they're confident there will be a fireworks show on July 4th.
He has promised to fight to the very end, and tonight Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders has a new message for his supporters and other Democrats. That's in 9 minutes.
And then we have an update on the search for a Western Kentucky dog that's been missing since a tornado nearly 2 weeks ago.
Kentucky mornings start here. Breaking and overnight news, weather to plan your day, plus traffic you can take with you. Make WKYT This Morning part of your Kentucky morning. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 on WKYT. When big news breaks, be the first to know. Download the WKYT News app and turn on push alerts. Breaking news at your fingertips when you need to know what's going on. Push alerts, now available on the WKYT News app.
Before you buy a new Hyundai anywhere, shop Gates Hyundai in Richmond.
We have a large selection of new Hyundais, all competitively priced. Our staff is professional. They respect you and the value of your time. You can shop online or come in. Pick out your car, you can be out at no time at all. And when we advertise a car at a price, we'll have it. We're only 3 stoplights from Hamburg.
Before you buy a new Hyundai anywhere, shop Gates Hyundai in Richmond.
Here's a fun way to control your luck. It's a game called Keno. You can start with $1. You pick your numbers, your odds, and your wager. And the winnings, well, they could be major. Just pick your numbers and hope you win. A few minutes later, you can play it again. Now play Keno wherever Kentucky Lottery games are sold.
At Paul Miller Ford, we want all our customers to drive happy.
I certainly would recommend Paul Miller to friends and family. The staff and the service is exceptional.
Oh, I love it. That Eagle boost is really nice.
That's why we're honored to win our 3rd Ford President's Award for Customer Satisfaction.
This one I buy now will be my 4th F-150.
Come visit our President's Award sales event and get 0% financing for 60 months on Ford F-150s like Larry's. Point, click, drive at paulmillerford.com.
Taller grass has fewer weeds and needs less water. Mow better, Lexington.
We have some amazing offers in May at Don Jacobs Honda. Our college graduate bonus and military appreciation programs offer you $500 toward the purchase or lease of a 2015 or newer Honda model. And for a limited time, you can also finance select models at 0.9% APR for 60 months. Or anyone can lease the 2016 Fit CVT LX for $139 a month for 36 months. Or lease the 2016 Civic CVT LX sedan for $159 a month for 36 months. Don Jacobs Honda, Nicholasville and New Circle Road, or at donjacobshonda.com.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. Follow WKYT on Twitter. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
We're wrapping up one of the better days of the entire spring so far across central and eastern Kentucky. Thermometers today into the 70s, blue skies, low humidity levels. Over the next few days, summer is getting ready to surge in. We go from cold to hot in just a matter of days. Look outside right now. Temperature is into the upper 50s to around 60. If you live near a river or a waterway, watch out. The potential is there for a little bit of fog first thing tomorrow morning. I think many of us would like to recall the weather we've had over the past several days. We look outside and your weather headlines over the next few days. Summer is set to surge. Warm and humid days are ahead of us. That will lead to eventually the threat for some showers and some thunderstorms across much of central and eastern Kentucky. But overall, this forecast does look much, much warmer as we go through the next few days here across central and eastern Kentucky with a front that's going to be draped across the region. Eventually, that will lead to the possibility of some showers and some thunderstorms as we roll forward. Defender radar network throughout central and eastern Kentucky as of now. Nothing is out there. Next 24 hours, not expecting a whole heck of a lot with temperatures tomorrow that will top out generally into the low 80s in much of the area. Partly to mostly sunny skies. Humidity tomorrow is still very, very low, so that spells a nice weather day. How about awesome as a way to describe it? Sunshine, low 60s. Let's go into Wednesday. Let's ramp up the humidity. Let's also increase the potential for a shower or a thunderstorm during that time. The overall pattern, though, into Thursday is going to feel a whole lot like summer. Scattered shower or thunderstorm a possibility. New numbers are in, hour-by-hour forecast. Let's break it down together. First thing tomorrow morning, Low 50s for many of us out the door. Watch out for a bit of that valley fog near especially the rivers and the streams. Noontime tomorrow, mid 70s already showing up. How about we hit the low 80s tomorrow afternoon? I think that's a good bet for many of us. Central Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, you'll have to settle for the upper 70s. Tough life, right? You're going to keep the sunshine there too. Tomorrow evening we look good. Now we notice the increase in humidity as we go into Wednesday. And you can see the leading edge of the more humid air pushing in. It's announcing its arrival with a threat for a scattered shower or thunderstorm. Then look what happens as we go through the day. Temperatures with a little bit of sunshine, mid to upper 80s depending on where you are. Now if you get caught under a shower or thunderstorm, the numbers obviously will drop into the 70s. 10 o'clock on Wednesday evening. Potential is there for an isolated shower or thunderstorm. That'll carry us into the first part of Thursday. And you know what? I like this forecast so much for Wednesday and Thursday. I'm just going to keep it rolling right on into the big Memorial Day weekend. Saturday, tropical feel. Can't rule out a storm or two. Saturday, Sunday, or into Memorial Day with those temperatures that will be running into levels that you typically get around here for July. 7-day forecast. Sweat factor for the first time this year comes into play as we go toward the middle and end of the week. Guys, you know, we often kid into July and August. I kind of put it on autopilot because every day is the exact carbon copy of the day before. You know what? That's a 7-day forecast that would make early August proud.
Really?
It is. It's going to feel the part this week, too.
Well, rest up while you have this going on.
I'll kick my feet up over here. I'll be watching something.
You're on autopilot right now?
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Thanks, Chris. The Central Kentucky Movie Theater has announced a new policy for children. We'll explain it in about 8 minutes.
At Gates Nissan in Richmond, we've got a huge selection of new Frontier trucks. Own a 16 Frontier 4x4 extended cab V6 for only $27,990. At Gates Nissan in Richmond, we sell new Nissans for less because we can.
It doesn't take a mathematician to figure out the perfect formula for fun. One river plus one kayak plus you equals fun. Now multiply fun by bringing your friends. This is Paddle Fest, an exciting paddling adventure down the Leviso Fork of the Big Sandy River. Paddle Fest will begin on May 28th in Prestonsburg at 8 a.m. Enjoy this 4 to 6 hour trip by kayak or canoe. Paddle Fest ends in Paintsville, where food and drinks will be served. Visit Paintsville or Prestonsburg Tourism for more information.
I could get used to this.
I could get used to this.
The luxuriously transformed 2016 Lexus ES and ES Hybrid.
I could get used to this.
Once you experience this level of luxury,
I could get used to this.
there's no going back. Lease the 2016 ES 350 for $329 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Who says mornings can't be happy? Not us. Introducing the DQ Hardest Working Happy Hour, with drinks that work even harder than you do, blending sweet flavors like never before. Only DQ has drinks that multitask in the morning even if you can't. Like $2 premium fruit smoothies, $2 ultimate frappes, and $1 iced coffees. Every weekday morning until 10:30 a.m. at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
The BMW i8 surround view camera system keeps you fully aware of the road around you. Even when you're driving the BMW X3. This and other BMW i8 innovations available in the BMW X3. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine.
Lease a 2016 BMW X3 xDrive 28i for just $439 per month at Don Jacobs BMW.
Kentucky Lottery sales have funded grants and scholarships for over 500,000 Kentucky college students. So every time you play, the Commonwealth wins.
Fueling imagination.
Funding education.
At Gates Nissan in Richmond, we've got a huge selection of new Frontier trucks. Own a 16 Frontier 4x4 extended cab V6 for only $27,990. At Gates Nissan in Richmond, we sell new Nissans for less because we can.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Republicans in Washington state head to the polls tomorrow for a primary, but presumptive GOP nominee Donald Trump is effectively running unopposed there.
As for the Democrats, Bernie Sanders is not giving up yet. He's now focused on California. Mark Albert has the latest now from the campaign trail.
Bernie Sanders is on a major campaign blitz in California, where 475 delegates are at stake on June 7th. The Democratic convention is in 9 weeks, and Sanders says he wants every voice heard.
It's going to be messy. Democracy is not always nice and quiet and gentle.
Hillary Clinton is only 90 delegates away from clinching the nomination. Monday, the Clinton campaign rejected an invitation to debate Sanders in California so she can focus on facing off against Donald Trump in November.
Mr. Trump likes to say, I'm playing the woman card. You know what I say? If fighting for equal pay and paid family leave and raising the minimum wage and affordable child care is playing the woman card, then deal me in.
Clinton's once commanding lead over Trump in a hypothetical matchup has all but evaporated. Trump now leads in one national poll and is neck and neck with Clinton in another. Trump hosted Senate Foreign Relations Chairman Bob Corker of Tennessee at his Manhattan home Monday.
My sense is that he will evolve.
Trump will get closer to locking up his party's nomination Tuesday when Washington State votes. Mark Albert, CBS News, the White House.
Last week, Trump said he wanted to talk with North Korea's leader about that country's nuclear program, but a senior North Korean official dismissed the idea as useless and propaganda to help Trump. A Baltimore police officer charged after the death of Freddie Gray has been cleared of all charges. Officer Edward Nero had been on trial for assault, reckless endangerment, and misconduct. But the judge said the officer didn't play a big role in Gray's arrest and was not responsible for the failure to buckle him into the police van. Investigators say Gray suffered a broken neck while in that van. The manslaughter case against another officer ended in a mistrial last year, but he'll be retried in September. 4 other officers are also charged. We have a sad update tonight in the search for a dog that disappeared after a western Kentucky tornado earlier this month. Family members say the blue heeler named Ruger was found dead in Graves County yesterday. Matt James said that the tornado that hit Mayfield on May 10th sucked Ruger right out of his arms. He asked for help to try to find the dog on social media, and his request went viral. Family members say the dog was found not far from where he disappeared.
New tonight, a former Johnson County Sheriff's Office employee has been indicted on a theft charge. Investigators say Joyce Estep took nearly $1,000 from a property tax collection account. The sheriff says he believes Estep intended to return the money but got caught. State police say an audit found 3 separate irregularities in the bookkeeping.
Just in time for summer, Adjustment County Theater has a new policy for children. Leaders of Movie Tavern in Brandon Crossing say anyone 16 or younger can now watch a movie without an adult guardian for shows starting before 5:30 p.m. But theater leaders say film ratings and guidelines will still be enforced. They say children ages 1 through 12 are eligible for child ticket pricing.
WKYT's non-conference schedule continues to take shape.
Well, it does, and reportedly another big-time matchup that the fans can look forward to. And Mark Stoops getting together with Wesley Woodyard today, all for a good cause. Sports is up next. Stay with us.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on 104.5 The Cat.
Get the credit approval you deserve at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville. If you have a job and $199, you can be approved today. During the Drive and Discover event 2016, Jeep Cherokee's $199 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
Stepped off a walkboard by accident, landed on my wrist, and shattered it. This was an on-the-job accident. It's really hard to talk about because it was one of those things that ended my career. Becker Law Office needed to make sure my financial security was taken care of, and that's what they did. That's exactly what they did.
Call the Becker Law Office. Just dial 3s.
Save thousands at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville, where you get 25% off MSRP on all the remaining new 2015s in stock. That's up to $14,000 off MSRP. Make the short drive to Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today.
Tuesday's Mega Millions jackpot is $203 million, and Wednesday's Powerball jackpot is $80 million.
Toyota time is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends May 31st. Now get $2,000 customer cash on Camry or lease one for $189 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
What we do is not about sickness. It's about living. All of life's moments, big and small. Each triumph and challenge. Because you were made to live and live well. And we're here to make sure you do. Let us show you how care is supposed to be. Lexington Clinic. Your doctors for life.
Thanks for coming today. I want each of you to grab a 2x8 and cut it. You'll have 2 saws to choose from. You all chose the best tool for the job. Wouldn't it make sense to make the same choice when it comes to your truck?
Absolutely.
This is the 2016 Chevy Silverado.
Nice.
A good-looking pickup.
Incredible.
I love it.
Find your tag and get a total value of $9,000 on this Silverado Double Cab All-Star. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
When you participate in a MedPace clinical study, you can expect 5 simple steps to get started, 4 relaxing spaces, 3 catered meals a day, 2 medical experts dedicated to your care, and 1 paycheck up to $5,550. We're looking for generally healthy adults 18 to 55 for a research study of an investigational drug requiring 4 overnight stays at our clinic. MedPace. Get paid to change the pace of medicine.
Toyota time is on now with great deals on your favorite Toyotas. But hurry, this event ends May 31st. Now you can lease this adventurous new Toyota RAV4 for $199 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
It looks like another matchup between Kentucky and Kansas in this season's SEC Big 12 Challenge. The two met in Lawrence back in January in a memorable game that went to overtime. Kansas winning 90-84. It was a classic. John Rothstein of CBS Sports says the Cats will now host the Jayhawks in Rupp Arena in this coming season. Cavs and Raptors, Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Final, and Patrick Patterson taking the pass down low. Toronto went up by as many as 18, but Cleveland gets hot from behind the arc. Early in the fourth, Channing Frye knocked down 3 3-pointers. Cleveland eventually went in front. The Raptors fight back, 1:40 left. DeMar DeRozan misses, but Patterson with a rebound. He gets it right back to DeRozan. 32 on the night for DeRozan, and Kyle Lowry puts it away in the final minute. 35 for Lowry. The Raptors even the series. Toronto wins by 6, 105-99. Former Wildcat Wesley Woodyard hosting his charity golf tournament today at the University Club. It benefits his 16 Ways Foundation. Woodyard has been an amazing story. He came to UK in what would become known as the LaGrange, Georgia connection. He was named first team All-SEC in 2006 and 2007. Then he went undrafted in the spring of 2008. Now he's getting ready to start his 9th year in the NFL.
I'm at 9 right now. I like to get to 10 and take it from there, but I think my perfect number is 13. I feel like I have about 4 or 5 more years to go. So, you know, good thing for me at the time. I didn't understand it. I didn't get to play much my first couple of years, but you know, it was a hidden blessing. You know, I didn't bang my body up and didn't get any concussions. So it's just a blessing to be in this situation right now. I feel like I'm 25 all over again.
Well, you saw Wesley swing. Here's the swing of Mark Stoops, and he crushes it off the first tee. Since spring practice concluded, Stoops said he's pleased the way his team finished up the semester.
Things are going well. I was pleased with the effort that our players showed at the end of the school year and finished pretty good. Had a nice year academically, did some very good things, and most of the players took the May semester off. We do have about 20 to 25 guys that stayed right through, all that are here in May working out right now. But our whole team will be back ready to go June 6th.
Kentucky Derby winner Nyquist not traveling to New York today because of a slightly elevated temperature. Nyquist finished third in the Preakness over the weekend, first race that he had ever lost. His team is still hopeful of running him in the Belmont on June 11th. The temperature went down later in the day, but some blood work was done on Nyquist, so for now, he stays at Pimlico in Baltimore. 43rd District Baseball Tournament underway. LCA in Dunbar. Dunbar up 3-2 in the fourth. Tim Lancaster lays down the bunt. The throw is high, allowing Hunter Wright to come in and score 4-2. Austin Shepard is up. He adds an RBI with a base hit into center field. Cole Hilt comes down the line 5-2. Dunbar with a 4-run fourth inning. Bryson Bloomer with a hit. Dunbar wins it 7-2. The Bulldogs will face Lexington Catholic in the semifinals. LCA and Lex Cath 43rd District softball opener. LCA down 1-0, but they put the bat on the ball. Melissa Myers with the RBI single. Brylan Isaacs came in 2-1 LCA. Natalie Henry getting the job done with a base hit to left, and the Eagles rolling. Elsie Shoemaker gets in on the offense with extra bases out to left. Catholic made it close, but LCA wins a high-scoring game 12-9. Stay with us now as we come back and wrap it up.
Toyota South isn't the #1 or #2 volume Toyota store in the area. I'd like to be. But my dad told me a long time ago, it's not the number of cars you sell, it's the number of satisfied customers you have that makes a difference. We're not in the big city, which means we just have to work harder. We have to keep our overhead low so we continue to sell new Toyotas for less. Choose Toyota South on the bypass in Richmond.
Kentucky Lottery jackpot sequence has been initiated. Prepare for current jackpot amount.
Tuesday's Mega Millions jackpot is $203 million.
We have some amazing offers in May at Don Jacobs Honda. Our college graduate bonus and military appreciation programs offer you $500 toward the purchase or lease of a 2015 or newer Honda model. And for a limited time, you can also finance select models at 0.9% APR for 60 months. Or anyone can lease the 2016 Fit CVT LX for $139 a month for 36 months. Or lease the 2016 Civic CVT LX sedan for $159 a month for 36 months. Don Jacobs Honda, Nicholasville and New Circle Road, or at donjacobshonda.com.
How do you craft the world's finest bed? It starts with luxurious materials, with attention to every detail. For quality you can feel, the same quality you've come to expect at Sleep Outfitters, where now you can save up to $600 on select Stearns & Foster mattresses. Plus, get 0% APR financing for 60 months. When you lie down on a Stearns & Foster bed, you'll appreciate everything we've put in, making it that much harder to get out. Stearns & Foster, available at Sleep Outfitters.
Wouldn't it be great to know what your car payment will be before you visit the dealership?
Thanks to Your Deal, Your Way, now available exclusively at paulmillermazda.com, you can pick your payments and negotiate the best price for your new Mazda.
This is the easy, convenient, and private way to get your deal your way.
Visit paulmillermazda.com to get the deal you love online.
Your deal, your way.
Points, click, save. paulmillermazda.com.
CareSource insures thousands of members in Kentucky, but we're not built on numbers. We're built on compassion and care. Our commitment? People over profit. CareSource. Caring for the Commonwealth.
Experience for yourself the fun and excitement of the Kentucky Splash Water Park in Williamsburg, Kentucky. Enjoy our 18,000 square foot wave pool, lazy river, or any of our exciting slides for only $10. Kentucky Splash Water Park off I-75 in Williamsburg.
No way, it's a Chevy.
It's the Chevy Memorial Day sale. Time to get the crossover that's right for you. Trax, Equinox, or Traverse.
It's very impressive.
It's awesome. This is incredible.
It'll be a good road trip car. The Wi-Fi is cool.
It's fancy.
I love it. Get more than you expect for less than you imagine during the Chevy Memorial Day sale.
Current qualified competitive lessees can get this Chevy Equinox LT for around $189 a month.
My gosh, I need this car.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. WKYT.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is less than a minute away here on WKYT. Tonight's guests include Amelia Clark and Cherie Appleby.
Let's go, what, 2 for 2 or 3 for 3 here these beautiful days?
For many of us, it's going to be 3 for 3 tomorrow. The Emoji Cast heading into the day on Tuesday. We are all emojis tomorrow with the shades on and a smile on our grill. 82 for a high temperature. How about the big holiday weekend? Threat for a shower or thunderstorm. You'll use the sunglasses from time to time, but you'll also dodge a shower or thunderstorm.
Hard to beat it, right?
And
Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.